What if one simple food sitting in your kitchen right now has the potential to protect your DNA, slow down aging, and even help your body defend itself against cancer cells? Most people never think about their DNA. It feels distant, scientific, something that only matters in laboratories. But the truth is that every second of every day, the DNA inside your body is being damaged. And if you are over the age of 45, that damage begins to accumulate faster than your body can repair it. Radiation from the sun, pollution in the air, chemicals in processed foods, chronic stress, poor sleep, and inflammation inside the body, all of these quietly attack the delicate structure of your DNA. Think of DNA as the instruction manual for every cell in your body. Your heart cells follow it, your brain cells follow it, your immune system follows it. When that instruction manual becomes damaged, mistakes start to happen. Cells begin aging faster, inflammation increases, the immune system weakens, and in some cases, cells begin to grow out of control. That is exactly how cancer begins. But here is the part that many people do not realize. Your body actually has an incredibly powerful repair system. Every day, specialized enzymes inside your cells scan your DNA looking for damage. When they find a broken strand or a mutation, they attempt to repair it. This process is called DNA repair. When the system works well, damaged cells are fixed or destroyed before they become dangerous. But as we age, this repair system becomes less efficient. The body begins falling behind in the repair process. And this is where nutrition becomes incredibly important, because certain natural compounds found in real foods can activate and support the body's own DNA repair systems. One particular food has gained enormous attention among scientists studying longevity, cancer prevention, and cellular health. And that food is broccoli. Yes, the simple green vegetable many people ignored as children, but inside broccoli is a powerful compound called sulforaphane. And sulforaphane has been studied extensively for its ability to activate protective pathways inside the body. To understand why this matters, we need to take a closer look at what happens inside your cells. Every cell in your body is constantly exposed to oxidative stress. Oxidative stress occurs when unstable molecules called free radicals begin damaging cellular structures. They damage proteins, they damage fats and cell membranes, and most importantly, they damage DNA. Imagine sparks flying around inside a machine. Eventually, those sparks start burning wires and damaging circuits. That is what oxidative stress does inside your cells. Over time, this damage contributes to aging, heart disease, memory decline, and cancer. But your body has an internal defense system designed to neutralize these threats. One of the most important systems is called the NRF2 pathway. You don't need to remember the name. What matters is what it does. When this system is activated, your body begins producing powerful antioxidant enzymes. These enzymes go through your cells neutralizing free radicals, reducing inflammation, and protecting DNA from damage. Think of it as turning on a cellular protection shield. Here is where broccoli becomes remarkable. Sulforaphane is one of the most powerful natural activators of this protective pathway. When you eat broccoli, particularly broccoli sprouts, sulforaphane enters your bloodstream and signals your cells to activate their internal defense systems. The body begins increasing its production of detoxification enzymes. Inflammation levels begin decreasing. DNA repair processes become more active, and damaged cells are more likely to be identified and eliminated before they can become cancerous. In other words, instead of simply reacting to disease after it appears, your body becomes better at preventing problems before they begin. This is one of the key principles of longevity science. Protection is always more powerful than treatment. But the story becomes even more interesting. Cancer cells behave very differently from normal cells. Healthy cells follow rules. They grow, divide, and eventually die when their life cycle is complete. Cancer cells ignore these rules. They multiply rapidly and refuse to shut down. Many studies have shown that sulforaphane appears to interfere with several processes cancer cells rely on to survive. It can disrupt signals that tell cancer cells to multiply. It can activate pathways that trigger damaged cells to self-destruct, and it may even help prevent cancer stem cells from spreading. Cancer stem cells are especially dangerous because they can regenerate tumors and make cancers resistant to treatment. Researchers studying breast cancer, prostate cancer, colon cancer, and lung cancer have all found evidence suggesting sulforaphane may help slow or inhibit cancer cell growth. Of course, no single food is a cure for cancer, but what scientists are discovering is that certain foods can create an internal environment where cancer cells struggle to survive. And that is incredibly important, because the health of your cells determines the health of your entire body. Now, here is something surprising many people do not know. Not all broccoli delivers the same benefits. The highest concentration of sulforaphane is actually found in broccoli sprouts. These are young broccoli plants only 3 to 5 days old. At this stage, the plant is still developing its natural defense chemicals, which means the concentration of protective compounds can be up to 20 times higher than mature broccoli. That means a small handful of broccoli sprouts can provide a powerful boost to your body's protective systems. But even regular broccoli is still extremely beneficial. Steamed broccoli retains many of its beneficial compounds and can easily become part of a daily diet. What matters most is consistency. Your body responds best to steady, repeated signals that support repair and protection. Another fascinating benefit of sulforaphane involves inflammation. Chronic inflammation is one of the hidden drivers of aging and disease. Unlike the temporary inflammation that occurs when you get injured, chronic inflammation quietly persists in the body for years. It damages blood vessels, it accelerates plaque buildup in arteries, it disrupts insulin regulation, and it increases the risk of many diseases including cancer and neurodegenerative disorders. Sulforaphane appears to help regulate inflammatory pathways in the body. By calming excessive inflammation, it helps create an internal environment where cells can function properly and repair themselves more effectively. This is especially important for brain health. Your brain is extremely sensitive to inflammation and oxidative stress. Over time, these processes contribute to cognitive decline and memory loss. Several studies suggest that compounds found in broccoli may help protect neurons from oxidative damage and support long-term brain function. So when you eat foods that support cellular protection, you are not only supporting your heart and immune system, you are also supporting your brain. But there is another layer to this story that many people overlook. Your body's ability to repair DNA does not depend on a single food. It depends on an entire lifestyle that supports cellular health. Nutrition plays a huge role, but so do sleep, movement, stress levels, and exposure to toxins. For example, sleep is one of the most powerful repair processes your body has. During deep sleep, your brain clears metabolic waste and your cells increase their repair activity. Chronic sleep deprivation has been shown to increase DNA damage and weaken immune defenses. Physical activity also plays an important role. Moderate exercise increases circulation, delivering oxygen and nutrients to cells while helping remove metabolic waste. It also improves insulin sensitivity and reduces chronic inflammation. These factors create a healthier environment for your cells to function and repair themselves. Another critical factor is avoiding excessive processed foods. Highly processed foods often contain chemical additives, refined sugars, and unhealthy fats that increase oxidative stress in the body. Over time, this places additional strain on your cellular repair systems. In contrast, diets rich in vegetables, fruits, healthy fats, and whole foods provide the vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients your body needs to maintain its protective systems. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage are especially valuable because they contain compounds that support detoxification and cellular defense. And when these foods are eaten regularly, their benefits accumulate. Think of it as reinforcing your body's defenses day after day. Small choices made consistently can create enormous long-term health benefits. One more fascinating detail about sulforaphane involves detoxification. Every day your body encounters toxins from the environment. Air pollution, pesticides, plastics, and heavy metals all place stress on your detoxification systems. The liver is responsible for filtering many of these substances out of the bloodstream. Sulforaphane helps activate enzymes involved in this detoxification process. These enzymes transform harmful compounds into forms that can be safely eliminated from the body. This means the body spends less time dealing with toxic stress and more time focusing on repair and protection. For people concerned about aging, this is extremely valuable because aging is not simply about time passing. Aging is the result of accumulated damage inside the body. Reduce the damage and you slow the aging process, support repair systems, and the body maintains resilience longer. This is why longevity researchers often focus on cellular health rather than simply treating symptoms of disease. When cells are protected, tissues remain functional. When tissues remain functional, organs stay healthy. And when organs stay healthy, the entire body continues performing the way it was designed to. The exciting part is that many of the most powerful longevity strategies are surprisingly simple. They do not require expensive treatments or complicated interventions. They begin with everyday decisions: eating protective foods, sleeping well, moving your body, reducing stress, avoiding unnecessary toxins. When these habits become part of daily life, your body receives constant signals that support health and repair, and over time, those signals compound. One meal will not transform your health, but hundreds of meals over the years absolutely will. So if there is one simple change you can begin making today, it may be as easy as adding more cruciferous vegetables to your diet. A serving of broccoli with dinner, a handful of broccoli sprouts in a salad, a mix of Brussels sprouts or cabbage with your meals. These foods quietly support the microscopic processes that determine your long-term health. You may never see those processes happening. You may never feel your DNA being repaired or your cells activating protective enzymes. But inside your body, those changes are taking place every day. Your cells are constantly working to maintain balance, repair damage, and defend against disease. And the choices you make either strengthen that system or weaken it. The most powerful thing to remember is this: your body was designed with extraordinary healing intelligence. Given the right environment, the right nutrients, and the right habits, it works tirelessly to protect you. And sometimes the tools it needs are not complicated at all. Sometimes they are as simple as the foods on your plate. The next time you look at a serving of broccoli, remember that it is more than just a vegetable. It is a signal to your cells, a signal to activate protection, a signal to support repair, a signal to help your body defend itself against the invisible threats that accumulate over time. Your health in the coming decades will not be determined by one dramatic moment. It will be shaped by thousands of small decisions made consistently. And when those decisions support the incredible systems already built inside your body, you give yourself the greatest possible chance to stay strong, sharp, and healthy for many years to come.